Почет, товарищ! My name is Datura, welcome to Datura Plays, and welcome back to Desperate Housewives. We're already on episode number 10 out of 12, and well, who knows, maybe today we're gonna see the grand finale. Let's go ahead and not waste our time. What sworn enemy did Lynette engaged in an egg-tossing skirmish with? Mrs. McCluskey! I love her so much. She was so sweet.
There are people who spend a lifetime earning the respect and admiration of their peers and neighbors. It can all be for naught. When one's decency is called into question.
Oh.
Did you honestly believe you would get away with this?
Okay, I have a question. Why it's Bree, Susan, and her ex-husband? What the hell? But also look at my garden. All the bugs. Oh my gosh, so many family problems. And I completely forgot about my garden. No way. Like, I know the guy died, but the real horror is what happened to my garden. We'll see. We'll take care of it right away.
Get away with what?
Say it, boy.
Don't play games with me, young man. You know exactly what I mean.
Shut up, Bree. Just go and mind your business. What about your gay son? Did you know that you... Okay. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but he's given his, like, you know what, to all the boys in the school.
No, I don't. Mom, can you help me out here?
Yeah, sure. Oh, no. What? Why are you yelling at my son, witch?
Your son has been posting these flyers all around the neighborhood.
No.
I didn't do it. Mom, you've got to believe me.
I do. Take a deep breath, Bree. Now tell me, do you have one of the flyers with you?
Yes, I have one right here. See for yourself.
Why would my son go to all this trouble just to call some girl easy?
It's obvious he's trying to get revenge on our family. Poor delusional boy thought he was good enough for my Danielle.
Oh, well, I'm not seeing it, Bree. What is obvious about it?
Yeah, I didn't see it at first either. But if you think about it, it makes sense. It's this vicious circle. He circulated those nasty flyers. Danielle blamed Julie for them and started spreading rumors about her at school.
The hell, Susan?
As soon as Julie told me, I came over here. We may not agree who the culprit is, but we both agree that this whole issue started because of your son's actions.
You know what? I mean, I really do like you, Bree. I do not really like you, Susan, but I respected you. Past simple. Y'all can go fuck yourself.
I'm just here for moral support for my two favorite girls.
Moral support from you, the guy I slept with? I fucked you like in the previous episode. What you're even talking about? Wasn't it good? God ass.
Everyone's dancing around the subject. But the one thing we know is that your son has ruined our girls' lives.
Well, let's take a deep breath here. I have an idea. Why don't you let me take care of my own son?
Well, if his past behavior is any indication, I'm not sure you're up to the task.
Well, obviously you're not up to the task to keep your marriage safe since your husband cheated on you. Maybe you're not so good after all.
Start by proving who's behind these flyers. If your son didn't do it, obviously someone else did. Find that person.
Find it yourself.
That sounds reasonable.
Works for me.
Yes, I suppose that will suffice. If your son is innocent.
There you are.
Allison, who's the... That's the teacher! Do you have a problem with my son as well?
Your son has been sending me some terrible emails.
Oh, what kind of emails?
Let's just say they involve a lot of derogatory terms. Not the kind of words you find on the SATs.
There you go. What more proof do you need that your son is a little criminal?
Can't be serious.
I certainly can. Makes me wonder about your child-rearing skills. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
I like the way you control your children. You seem to be successful in raising a little sociopath.
How dare you? I don't need to stand here and take this abuse. I'm going to get to the bottom of this myself.
Yes, you act like a bottom, so go and do that.
Wow, that was really harsh. I was gonna say I'm gonna get out of here before this thing gets ugly, but it's too late. Come on, Carl.
Well, yes, y'all ugly, so get out. This house is for pretty people.
Sure thing, Susie Q.
You better leave too, Allison, so I can take care of my son.
Okay, just keep in mind, they were very nasty little emails. If he did this, something has to be done.
And I don't care.
Thanks for getting rid of them, Mom.
Don't thank me just yet. I still haven't decided if I really believe you're innocent. I do. That's what I'm here for, dear. Oh my gosh, everything's glitching. But let me take care of my garden. My son can wait. Garden first. Let's get it, guys. This is... Oh shit, so many bugs. Y'all die! Your current bug spray has no effect on these bugs. Maybe your neighbors can help. No! No! My garden is dying. My god... No, guys. Powerful pests. Mrs. Davenport, I'm gonna go to Mrs. Davenport, guys. Ah, no. Oh, my poo garden, Mrs. Davenport.
Hello? Can I help you with something?
My garden is being destroyed. I need help.
What exactly is the problem?
My garden is being overrun by some kind of bugs. Do you have any heavy-duty bug spray?
Oh, so some new pest is attacking your garden, eh?
Yeah.
Well, why should I help you?
Out of kindness of your heart?
That's a good one. I'll help you out just for making this old lady smile.
Thank you.
Follow me. Let's pick your poison.
Thank you.
Well, you didn't give me much choice, did you? Here we are. Let me find you the right poison. Ooh, there are so many good ones to choose from.
You have quite a selection of red poison. Like, oh, this lady is up to something, guys.
What are you talking about?
Your entire room here is lined with boxes of red poison. It looks like wallpaper.
Oh, that? Well, let's just say insects aren't the only pests I worry about.
And what are you talking about?
Poison is poison. Enough of it will kill whatever is bothering you.
Oh, right.
Never mind. Here's the bug spray you wanted. Be sure to give it back to me when you're done.
I mean, goodbye, Ada. Thanks for getting back and helping me. No. I don't care. Who's calling?
Hey,
okay.
This is Vincent.
What do you want?
I was just calling to check in on you.
To be honest, things couldn't be worse. The entire morning has been a train wreck.
Really? Is there anything I can do?
You know,
I've had some experience with this kind of thing.
if I thought you could help, I'd ask you, but this is something I have to take care of myself. I mean, thanks for the offer, I'll be fine. No thanks, Vinny, I can handle it on my own.
And how are things between you and your husband?
You know, same as always, a few bumps here and there, but okay.
I hate to ask, but I heard some stories about some greedy secretary that was trying to blackmail him or something.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out what was in his safe?
It was nothing. Jackie just using that safe to trick me.
I happen to know there is some very important information in that safe.
What are you
Things
doing
need
now?
to see.
Checking up on my husband?
Listen, we shouldn't talk about this over the phone. I'm sending a package over to your house later.
Package? Alright, hopefully it's a big one.
Make sure your husband's not around when you open it.
I got you, Vincent. I got it what you're talking about. Let's get it
I
started.
have to go now. But
Bye, I'll see you. Okay, let me save my garden. This is enough is enough, guys. We gotta protect my, air. Oh shit, not the water. Bye, bitches, bye. Bye, freaks. We don't need... Stop eating my freaking flowers. Nasty creatures. Ciao, bambitas. Oh god, we saved my garden. My beautiful, perfect garden of love. Oh yes. I'm so happy now, honestly. I'm feeling so much better than before. Okay, we're good. Any weeds? No, everything's cute and fine. Perfect. My nose is itching. Okay. Electronic Enigma. Upon collection, Danielle is what? A slut. A new breed. After taking care of the pests, you were able to pick up one of take a closer look at it. Wait, what? The bug doesn't look native to Wisteria Lane. Maybe Mrs. Davenport will know more about them. Okay, let me take care of this thing. Like, I think Mrs. Davenport is up to something. Let's talk.
Well, did you take care of those bugs?
They didn't stand a chance.
Well, that's good. So, what do you want now?
I brought back one of the bugs to see if you know anything about them.
Blech. Why are you bringing me a dead bug?
Well, I just thought you might know something about the species.
Well, let me get a closer look here. Well, you certainly are an ugly little thing, aren't you? I can't tell you much, but I can tell you I've never seen anything like this in my garden before.
That's the thing, me neither.
Although I do recall seeing a warning about them online. Right next to an advertisement to buy the very same bug.
Oh wait, you know how to use a computer?
Well, just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm incompetent.
I'm just joking.
Where do you think I get most of my flowers from anyway?
I mean, I meant no offense, I'm just teasing.
Well, why would it be surprising for me to be able to use a computer?
Oh my gosh, never mind, can we get back to the topic? Where can I get these bugs from?
I think the company was called Pestport. You know, come to think of it, I think I remember seeing the Pestport logo somewhere. I was out here gardening as usual. It was sometime in the early afternoon. Oh, that's right. I saw the mailman with a package that had the logo on it. Maybe if you ask him about it, you can figure out who ordered those bugs. The sooner you can stop the person, the better. If the bugs start to multiply, there's a chance my garden will get infested.
Thanks for the info, darling. Guys, it might be freaking Bree Van de Kamp. Thanks God I slept with Mr. Mailman, so he'll probably share some info on the topic. Buried treasure. You notice something shiny in Mrs. Davenport's garden? Oh. Investigate what caught your attention. What is this? A dog tag. Okay, it's probably Bongo. Wait, where is it? This is the flyer. Danielle is not easy. Missing dog. Wait, what? Is this Mike's? Doggy? Why it shows me to go to Frank's house? I mean, I'll go. I don't know what's happening, but let's investigate, you know what I mean?
Can I help you?
Well, yes, my son is in trouble and I need your help.
What did he do now?
He did nothing. Jacob is being accused of sending some rude emails to Elisson. Is there any way to find out where the emails are coming from?
Well, if you have access to Allison's account and could send me the emails, I could trace its original IP address back for you. Or if you had access to your son's account, you could check his bandwidth for local activity.
I don't know how to get access to either. What else can I do?
Are you sure your son didn't do it?
Of course.
Well, if he's innocent, then someone would have to have had access to his account. No one around here has the technical expertise to hack into his account. So whoever sent the emails must know your son's password. Talk to him and find out if he's given his password to any friends.
Thank you. It's Bree. The whole Bree's family is messed up, guys. Oh my god, it's Danielle. She's trying to be innocent birdie while she's a slut. I don't know why I'm saying slut this way. I'm just trying to censor it, but y'all got it anyways.
Hey, can I help you with something?
Yes, Mike, I just found out these dog posters. I wanted to know what you thought.
I'd definitely like to find out who did this to the posters. It's criminal. Honestly, I don't really care about whatever's going on with the Vandicamps. But for someone to do this kind of vicious thing, and destroy flyers put up by some poor soul looking for their lost dog, it just makes me mad. It makes me lose faith in people.
That's really tragic. Do you have any idea who would do that?
Sure, I have my suspicions, but I can't really imagine that they'd do this.
Tell me.
Well, I hate to say it, but do you think it could be Mrs. Davenport? I've overheard her making some obnoxious comments about Danielle's social life.
Well, because she's a slut.
And now that I think about it, vandalizing missing animal flyers sounds right up her alley.
And actually, that's true.
The woman's nuts. Every time I walk past her house, she gives Bongo the evil eye. And not just Bongo. Cats, dogs, rabbits, even squirrels. She freaks out at the sight of them.
And she has the poison.
If anything seems like a threat to her precious garden, she takes it personally. Come to think of it, I haven't seen too many of those animals around recently. Probably nothing. You know what they say about animals and their instincts. They're probably smart enough to stay away from her.
Or they just died.
I mean, come on. She's just a cranky old lady. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Or she could always nag them to death. Sure, I guess. I mean, chipmunks are kind of smart. Thank you. You've been very helpful, Mike. I need... okay, thank you, bye.
See ya.
Pet cemetery? What? Go talk to Mrs. Davenport. What is this investigation? Is she slaying animals? I'm gonna call child
What now?
dog abuse, animal abuse service. Well, I think you're hiding
What are
something.
you talking about?
I found this dog tag in your garden.
What are you doing digging around in my garden? Have you no shame?
I'm putting together pieces of puzzle like the little room of death you have upstairs in your room.
I've already explained that I need that poison to get rid of some of the bigger problems.
Here, you want to kill Michael's dog, huh?
I don't like your tone.
You kill animals.
What are you getting at?
Girl, you're killing animals using rat poison.
Well, I could protest, but why bother? You got me. Those pesky animals make a wonderful fertilizer, by the way.
How could you?
So, what now? You found out my big, dark secret. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, tell me why you did it, then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it.
It was all my husband's fault.
Save it, Ada. You've been a widow for years.
Well, he didn't literally
Widow.
force me to do it, but it's complicated, so let me explain.
Well, I'm listening.
Rod was the love of my life. Unfortunately, I wasn't the love of his.
I mean, that's always what happens to men. Like, you cannot trust men. Fuck men.
He had this dog, Sparky, and he spent all of his time with him.
It's wonderful that he had a pet that he cares so much about. What do you have against dogs, though?
To be honest, it was embarrassing how he fawned over that mutt. Well, since Rod never gave me any attention, I had no choice but to take up a hobby. So I took up gardening. Ugh, but that little bastard Sparky. He would always dig up whatever I had just planted. Strawberries, carrots, lilies, it didn't matter.
Why didn't he keep him on leash?
Well, instead of punishing his little mutt for his little forays into my garden, Rod would encourage it.
Okay, Ada, I feel you. You did the right
So
thing.
one day, I decided to teach that mutt a lesson. I put a little rat poison near the rose garden. I didn't think it'd be enough to kill him. I was just trying to get him sick, so he wouldn't go near it anymore.
And what happened?
Of course, Rod didn't know I had accidentally killed Sparky. I wasn't sure what to do with the body, so I buried it in my garden. Once Rod noticed Sparky was gone, I planted the seed, so to speak, that the dog had run off. Rod was depressed for weeks. I think he thought I might have done something because he was very standoffish. Shortly after that, Rod left me for that other woman. From that point on, my garden is all I have left. Only the next time an animal tried to ruin my garden, I was ready.
Why didn't you stop?
Look, I know I wasn't being rational, but my garden was all I had left. And it was so easy to get rid of them. Another lost pet. Big deal. No one takes any notice. Then I decided to move on to preemptive strikes. If an animal looked at my garden funny, he was a goner. And they made such great fertilizer, too. Oh, my garden has never looked better.
So we have three options, and I cannot say that I agree what she's doing. Like, after all, it's not her problem that random animals go to her garden. Like, keep your fucking animals on a leash. I wouldn't want some random animals walking in my garden. Like, what the hell? You have to stop I'm gonna say it, but I actually don't think so.
I don't know. I think I'm too old to change.
That's BS. You're never too old to change. You just have to want to.
Thank you. Now that the cat's out of the bag, maybe I can stop. If you could find it in your heart to keep the secret between the two of us, I would be forever in your debt.
For sure, sweetie.
Oh, thank you.
Bye. Yeah, that was okay, guys. That was okay. Let's go quickly check what's up with the... Can I check my mailbox? Not yet. We have to find out the password. Let me talk to Mr. Jacob Del Slay.
Mom, I told you, I'm innocent.
I was able to get a closer look at one of the flyers. I talked to friend Fox. Someone had to know your password.
Well, Tabitha made me tell her my password while we were, dating.
Told you it's freaking Allison.
You think she did this?
Yes, who else?
I don't know.
Well, thanks for the info. I also did check,
Mom, I told you, I'm innocent.
the flyer.
And now you believe I didn't write it?
I never believed you were guilty, honey. I mean, yes, I'm convinced. The note looks like it was written by a girl.
So, who would have done this?
Tabitha!
Sure, Mom. Anything. You want me to write Danielle is easy? Is this a trick?
No, it's no trick. This is how I can prove that it's not your writing.
All right. If you think it's best, here you go.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. We got Son's handwriting. Well, let's go and tell Bree that she should shut the hell up. My son has nothing to do with this bull. Let me show it in Bree's face. Freaky lady.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
What do you want? How you holding up with the flyer? I just want to see how you are doing.
How do you think I'm doing? How would you be doing if there were flyers all over town saying you were easy?
Well, I actually had some questions because I think you did it.
What? You want to know how to get one with your name printed on it? I've heard stories about you, you know.
Do you have any thought on who would send out these flyers?
Yeah, I have a strong suspicion. It was Julie Mayer.
Why?
Like I know what's going on in that little nerdy brain of hers. She's probably still pissed that your son stood her up, for me.
You really think Julie did this?
Yeah? I heard that she was calling all the guys at school and telling them I slept with your son. So, it's definitely her.
No way.
Who else could it be? It certainly wasn't your son. Not that I wouldn't have minded, but he never got anywhere with me. My mom made sure of that. I'm still pretty pissed off at your son, though.
Why?
He should be defending me. He hasn't said or done anything to tell people it wasn't me.
Well, you know, maybe if the rumor wasn't so close to the truth, you'd have some ammunition to defend yourself.
How dare you say that? You know what? I'm done talking with you.
Me too. Ciao, Bambita. Let's see. Julie's writing sample. Okay, we gotta get Julie's writing sample. Some kind of investigation going on. Some kind of investigation. Let's see. I'm 100% sure it's no Julie.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Oh, you wanna disrespect me like that, bitch? Why are you so... What are you so angry about?
As if you didn't know. It's all your son's fault.
Well, I can't handle any more of this teen melodrama. Everything is so intense when you're in high school.
Well, because your son was putting those flyers around, Danielle is convinced I did it. And now she hates me. So now she's spreading that around school. Everyone thinks I'm some kind of psychotic skank. The worst thing is that even though I didn't do it, I've been ripping down the flyers whenever I see them. I still feel bad for Danielle. Even if she's gone all psycho on me.
Funny you should say that, since my son says the same thing.
Wait, he didn't do it?
Of course not, I raised him better than that.
What? Are you accusing me now?
Actually, I don't really know. I mean, you certainly had a motive.
Well, for your information, I'm innocent. And if you think I would actually be capable of something like that, then I'm done talking with you.
Would you mind putting that in writing? Just write, I do not think Danielle is easy, and sign it.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'm not going to do that.
Okay then, there was something else I wanted to talk about you. I'm just trying to help you out, Julie. Prove you're innocent by writing Danielle is easy so I can compare it to the flyer.
Listen, Miss Detective Housewife, I'm not in the mood for your little games. are you done yet?
No.
Oh, really? Is there another subject you'd like to harass me about?
I'm collecting statements from everyone about Daniel Fox. I want to put together a book of how the residents of Wisteria Lane were affected of Daniel alive. Each persona will write something in their own handwriting, so the book will have a really personal touch.
I really didn't know Mr. Fox all that well.
That's
I
okay.
wouldn't know what to write.
I can help you figure out what to write. It's just important that everyone on Wisteria Lane has a page.
That doesn't make sense. Shouldn't this be like a personal message or something?
Of course, but sometimes it's hard to put your feeling into words. I can help you.
Sounds a little weird to me. But, okay. What should I write?
Well, I'd start with something like Daniel led the fashion show that brought the neighborhood together. Daniel, if you know what I mean. Then say something like the neighborhood is a dark place without him. Then you can conclude with something like it will not be easy to go on Daniel without Daniel Fox. What?
Wow. I didn't realize you cared about Daniel so much. It's so sweet of you to do this in his memory.
Yeah, I actually don't care at all, but yeah.
Here's my message to add to your book.
Thank you. Well, going postal. We have to find the mailman, Mr. Mailman. Oh, Allison. Oh, Mr. Mailman. Oh, I fucked him.
Good day, ma'am. What
Hi.
can I do for you?
I just wanted to thank you for a wonderful job you do around here.
Neither rain nor sleet nor snow will stop me from my rounds. I take my job seriously. Not that it ever snows or rains or anything around here.
Oh yeah, actually,
But I take my job seriously.
there was something I wanted to talk.
Really? Well, I'm on duty and,
Well, I've been expecting a package for a while, and I was wondering if you could maybe take a peek inside your truck to see if you have
I'm
it.
sorry, ma'am. That's federal property. But I'll tell you what, if you describe the package, I might be able to help you out.
Well, it says passport.
I thought you said it was for you.
Yeah, kinda embellished the truth a little on that front.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's unethical for me to divulge any information to you. Now, I really must get back to my route.
Perhaps I can make it worth your while, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Maybe I can help you out, but I'm gonna need an incentive.
Well, there's another package we could discuss in some detail. Why don't you step inside my house?
Wow. It has been a long day. Might be nice to unwind a little.
Let's get it. Not my first time on the rodeo. Yes, this is how you get things done.
That was the most complete inspection of a package I've ever experienced. And one good turn deserves another. Here's a copy of the order form that came with the package you were asking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really have to get back to work.
Thank you, darling.
But know that you've performed a public service. Or at least performed an act on a public servant.
Always pleasure to help out a federal employee. Alright, good. Let's see. An order. Tabitha Savage. The freaky lady. Oh my god. Be sure confront her. Tinsley. I should call her.
Yeah? What do you want?
How dare you treat my family that way?
What are you talking about?
You tried to destroy my garden with those vicious little pests of yours.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Shit, don't play
Perhaps you
coy
should
with
up your
me.
meds, sweetie.
I have a receipt from Passport with your signature.
How did you get that?
Well, it's none of your business.
What flyers? What are you talking about?
The flyers defaming Danielle.
So, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I was going to call the cops.
You can't be serious. Besides, there's no way to prove I sent Allison those emails.
Oh, I didn't say Allison got those emails. I got you now.
Okay, you caught me. So now what?
I think it's time to pay for your crimes.
I don't need to do anything. There's no way you can get me in trouble. My father is a close friend of the sheriff, as well as a longtime member of the city council. I'm untouchable in this town, honey.
Well, your daddy may know a few people, but I have even higher connections.
You're just trying to scare me.
No, I'm just speaking the truth. I happen to be very good friends with someone at the FIB.
I don't believe you.
You know, it really doesn't matter if you believe me or not. You're still going to jail.
Wait a second. let's talk about this. Maybe we can make a deal.
No, you had your chance. I need to make a call.
Wait, please, show some mercy.
After what you tried to do with my son? To my son? No. Now, if you excuse me, I have a call to make. Justice isn't blind. The guilty person, yes, Eric Larson, let's go. Where's Eric?
Yes, Mary?
Eric, it's important. I need your help.
Sure. What can I do?
Well, this is embarrassing. My son has gotten into a situation.
What situation is that?
My son has been framed for posting some nasty flyers. He's also been accused of sending out lewd and threatening emails. And I feel like a little silly even mentioning this, but someone let a whole bunch of nasty foreign-looking bugs loose on my garden.
Could you describe these insects?
Well, they're big, nasty, and purple.
Well, that kind of bug doesn't sound native to North America. You don't happen to know where they came from, do you?
Passport.
If those insects aren't indigenous to this country, bringing them in is illegal.
Well, so what kind of sentence would she get?
At least 6 to 8 years in prison.
Is that including what she'll do for trying to destroy my son's life?
I suggest you forget it. You're talking about a misdemeanor, if you're lucky. And she's going down for a felony. It'd be a miracle if she did any jail time, even if it went to court. Smuggling them onto U.S. soil is a federal crime. There's no way she could have gotten them past customs legally. These insects ravage crops and reproduce at an incredible rate. They're banned in North America.
Can you help me to put her in jail?
Just say the word and I'll get some men on it.
Do it. I want her to pay for her crimes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Goodbye, Tabitha. You don't want to mess with my family. You don't want to mess with my family. Alright. This is it. What we're supposed to do now? Now that the culprit has confessed to their crimes, let him know the name, okay? Be sure to divulge the fact that you have disclosed so she knows that she is trapped. I mean, I already did everything. What am I supposed to do now? She's going to jail. Should I call her again?
Have you changed your mind?
I'll put it this way, Tabitha. Don't be surprised if you get a visit from the man in blue.
You can't do that. It'll ruin my life. I'm too young.
And it's too late. Okay. Okay, but what we doing now? Should I call Eric again? Maybe he didn't get it.
After the tone.
Oh, I can't talk to him. This is so weird. Like, I'm not really sure. What am I supposed to do? Is she already in jail? Let me call her again.
Have you changed your mind?
I still haven't decided. At the moment, no. That's it. You're going to jail, darling. I think maybe I should talk to Bree. Maybe I should talk to Bree. And tell her that she had a grand
what's up?
mistake. Well, Danielle, how your family?
Dysfunctional.
More of the same, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm the sane one, trying to communicate. Goodbye.
Okay, let's talk to Bree.
Hello. What an absolute treat it is to see you.
I need some advice. It's funny you should say you're a member of the NRA, aren't you?
A very proud card-carrying member, as a matter of fact.
Could I be incarcerated for shooting a burglar in my home?
Only if you get caught, or only if it appears to be a crime.
Appreciate.
Very well.
Bye. Resolve the issue. This is so weird. I already did everything. Why it's not saying that I finished the thing? Should I take a look at something? Maybe I should go somewhere. I don't even know what to do, honestly. Tabitha, where are you? Should I go to Allison, maybe?
Have you changed your mind or something?
I'll put it this way, Allison. Don't be surprised.
Oh, please, no. Don't call the police.
I already did. Wait, this is Allison. But Allison is not Mrs. Savage. Oh god, I'm so confused. Oh god, I'm so confused. Maybe I should just go to the mall and buy some stuff. Because I really don't understand what is happening here. Is this Tabitha? No. Let him know the name. Okay, but I do not see Eric anywhere. Hello, Mr. Eric. Let's go back home. Maybe at this point I just can go and sleep. Or should I call Vincent?
Please leave your message after...
Cannot talk to Vincent.
Please leave your message after...
Cannot talk to Eric. What is mystery number? Oh, the game is stuck. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Jesus, I was scared for a second. Alright, let me go to... let me talk to Mr. Jacob Del Slay and tell him that everything is clear. His name is cleared.
So, have you figured out who's behind it yet?
Yes, Mrs. Savage.
I wish I was surprised, but after what she pulled before, I'm not.
She's going to jail.
What are we gonna do? Prison. Wow.
That's what
Isn't
you
that
get
a
for
little
messing
harsh?
with my family.
Well, okay. Thanks, Mom. You're blaming me for this?
No. No. No.
Well, I guess you've got a point there. So are the girls still mad at me?
Yes, you're going to have to make amends with them on your own.
Okay, Mom. I'm just glad this whole thing is over.
Me too. Finally, huh?
The package should be on its way.
Okay. What if my husband comes home before the package arrives?
Don't you worry about that. Your husband has been dealt with.
You kill him?
Don't be ridiculous. I've just made sure he's otherwise disposed until the package is delivered.
I'll check it out, Vinny. Thank you. Let's go. I don't know. My husband is right here, and I kind of don't appreciate it. But let's see. Let's see. Oh, the package. The package. I want to explore.
To succeed in life, it is important to understand when it's time to fight the good fight and when it's time to make amends.
Oh! He's going to both ladies. Disrespect. Danielle is always bitchy, huh?
Even though this can be frustrating, it's a fact of life.
Oh, she likes Bongo now. Yes, Miss Davenport. Ciao, ciao. 8 years, darling.
But when things are taken too far, we may well find ourselves forced to pay the price for years to come.
It was saying deceased. Who modeled the house and gown in the charity fashion show? I don't know, Gabby.
When presented with the truth about a terrible situation, one must choose to address their problems head-on or simply deal with the circumstances at hand. When faced with the complexity of life and the tough decisions that must be made, sometimes one has to wonder if there is any wisdom to the thought that ignorance is bliss.
Wait, what happened?
What?
We need to talk.
Oh, it's a bit early for one of our talks, don't you think?
Oh, well, considering what we got to talk about, it's not early enough.
Whatever it is, you're overreacting. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a shower and get ready for work.
That's fine. While you're there, you might want to change the combination to your little safe. It's not safe anymore.
My safe? What? You went through my safe?
Well,
how?
That's for me to know, and you to find out. I have the contents of the safe with me, and all you have to do is come up with a good excuse for what and why you're hiding all these things.
I really don't have time to talk about this right now. You have to trust me, though. There's a perfectly logical explanation for all this. You're just overreacting, like I said. I can explain it all to you later. In the meantime, you should probably start seeing your therapist more often. Maybe he'll keep you from overreacting to misunderstandings like this from now on.
Perhaps you can come with me the next time I decide to go.
You might have a tough time getting downtown, though. I think I accidentally left your car keys over at Frank's house when I stopped by to check up on him. So why don't you just run your little errands and we'll talk about this when I get home, okay?
Now you're just making things up. You're not going to get out of this that easy. I don't have any errands.
Sure you do. Etta called you not too long ago and said she wanted her poison back. Which is strange because I didn't even know she drank the hard stuff. Guess you never can tell these days. But I guess I forgot to tell you that.
How convenient.
Either way, I'm sure you have something to keep you busy before we talk about this in detail. I mean, I can see how all these things are distracting. I'm sure once you tie up all the loose ends, you'll be able to relax.
You little rat. You know what? I didn't like this guy at the very beginning. You're unbelievable.
We'll talk later.
Bye. Don't even want to talk to him. Disrespect and violence. What is this now?
It's Susan.
What do you want?
So I was wondering, how are things, really?
Good.
That's good. Really good to hear that things are good.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just walking by your house this morning and I heard shouting. I didn't mean to eavesdrop or anything, but I was there. You know, I just wanted to make sure everything's okay. That's all.
I appreciate you're interested, but nothing is wrong. Bye.
Oh, why didn't you tell me? I'll always make time to talk to you about whatever's going on in your life.
You know what? I knew I should have come to you first. From the moment I met you, I knew that you were someone I could count on. Of course, after the previous episode, when you accused my son, bitch.
When you buy a house on Wisteria Lane, you don't just gain a home, you gain a family. All of us become your extended family.
Okay, I'm coming.
Now? Oh, you want to talk to me now?
And what happened to what you just said?
Well, this is a bit embarrassing. I know what I said, but it really isn't a good time right now. I'm so sorry.
Wow, really?
You see, Edie's coming over in a bit to talk to me about, well, something.
Edie?
Well, you know Edie. She sort of invited herself over, said she had some juicy gossip, and hung up before I could say no.
Why did I come over too?
No, I mean, no. I don't think Edie would feel that comfortable. Oh, look! There she is. Gotta go. Bye.
Fake friend. Fake friend. She's just a fake friend. Stop by and say hello to Frank and get the freaking keys. I actually want to go to Etta. I think Etta is the only housewife on this street that I can trust.
Although I'm definitely a fan, I simply can't stand it when they suddenly go limp before I get a chance to fully appreciate them.
I agree. It is a bit cruel that they don't last very long, but still, if you look closely, you can find other qualities that more than compensate.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm well versed in the pros and cons. I just think she can do better.
All right, then tell me this. Which one would you choose?
And I only get to pick one of the three.
Yes, just one. But which one?
Interrupt, eavesdrop. I'm gonna be listening.
My, that's such a tough decision. They all have such distinguishing traits. For instance, that one, it's so hard to get it to reproduce.
Well, just between you and me, that reason alone makes it not worth the trouble. On the other hand, it's pretty reliable. Sometimes you want to stick with what you know, don't you agree?
That's a valid point, but I can't say I agree with you. Sometimes it's better to call it a day and try something new. Now, what about the others?
Eavesdrop?
As for the second one, I can't imagine you'll run into any real problems. But given everything she can choose from, you'd think she'd go for something a little less...
dull?
Yes, exactly. That's not the kind of thing I'd want to wake up and smell every morning, if you know what I mean.
Oh, believe me, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt because I don't understand what's happening here.
Now, if you ask me... Oh, hi!
It sounds like I'm coming in on the trail and of some racy gossip. Care to fill me in?
Oh, nothing really. No need to concern yourself, dear.
Okay, whatever. Goodbye. I already brought back the freaking poison. I don't know why she asked me about this again. What?
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about?
To be honest, I overheard your conversation with Bree a little while ago, and I'm dying to find out what you were talking about.
Gossiping? I didn't know you overheard, but it's no big secret. In fact, I think it's pretty obvious.
What was that?
We were talking about flowers.
Okay.
A girl in the gardening forums online seemed torn over which of 3 types of flowers she should plant in her garden. We were discussing the pros and cons of each, and although Bree was making some valid points...
Okay, I see.
Well, just what did you think I was talking about, dear?
Nothing really. Poisoning someone again.
Ah, just curious then? I suppose there's no harm in that. Take care.
Oh, yeah, but I actually got back
tell
the
me, what did you
favor.
come over to... Aha, I thought I was missing something. But that was months ago. I couldn't remember who I lent it to, so I had to buy some more. Tell me, how did it work out for you?
Wonderfully, but I already brought the poison back in the previous episode.
That's good to hear. Always glad to help a neighbor. Even you? Oh, come now. If I couldn't do anything for you, I'm sure someone would have stepped up and offered assistance.
What makes you so sure of that?
Well, let's just say this. You're a very popular person around here, and from what I hear, you've got more friends than you know what to do with.
Okay, thanks. I don't know what it means, but thanks. I don't want to know if they gossiping about me or not, and this is optional goal. Like, if they want to talk, let them talk. You know what I say? People talking, they talk about me. They know my name, they think they know everything, but they don't know anything about me.
Thanks. It's really nice of you to stop by like this.
To be honest, Frank, I sorta had to stop by. You have my keys.
That's right, I do, don't I?
So, do you want to give it back to me?
Things are going just as well as can be expected.
What do you mean?
I mean, considering all that's happened, I'm doing okay. But you came by here to pick up your car keys, didn't you?
Yes, right now I want to hear what's bothering you. Yes, think you can find them for me?
Yeah, I'll be just a minute. Why don't you come inside?
Sure.
I'll be fumbling around for a bit. Make yourself comfortable in the meantime.
Okay, thanks. And what am I supposed to do? Seizing the day. Oh, somebody's calling. Let's listen to voicemail. Sneaky.
Hello there. You've reached Daniel? Come on, Frank. You said you'd do this.
And Frank.
The Brothers Fox. Please leave a message after the beep. Frank, this is Eric. This conversation is on a secure line, making the contents of this message private. Please do your best to keep it that way. With the implications of what we've discussed, we should be able to apprehend the persons in question as well as some key members of the Corsetti mob family. Furthermore, our relocation plans will proceed as scheduled. The FIB will take care of the sale of the home as well as any other loose ends, such as phone and utilities. Continue preparing yourself for the move, and don't hesitate to contact me in the future if any further complications should arise.
I see. I see what's happening. He's coming back, he's coming back. Oh, I'm just chilling here.
Keys. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Thank you.
So, that's it then. Don't let me keep you from whatever it is you do during this time of the day.
Thank you, bye. Appreciate you. I'm out. I'm just taking a look at all the stuff here that I got from the package, from Vincent's package. Wait. I was stuck.
Hey, wait.
What?
I have to tell you something.
Oh, tell me already then.
I'm going to be leaving Wisteria. For good.
Oh, okay, why?
It's not really by choice. It's more something I just have to do.
I mean, I can imagine you don't feel too safe around Fairview anymore.
As I'm sure you know, a lot of events occurred that made it pretty clear to me that Fairview...
Yeah, like your brother died, I feel you.
That Fairview isn't exactly the kind of place I should stick around for much longer.
Yeah, I don't want to go, but I know you can make stay here.
You don't need to get yourself involved in any of this.
Give me one good reason why not. I mean, we're friends, aren't we? And why not?
It's complicated.
Okay, well, yeah, bye. You should know you can talk to me anytime, though.
You're right. I'm probably just uptight about it. I just never thought I'd miss him. Daniel was always on my case about this and that. It was like having a wife nagging me or something. No offense.
Oh, how so?
It's hard to explain. Growing up, things were a lot different. Daniel was always up to something.
Really?
I was always up to something.
You?
Our parents loved us both the same, but Daniel was always the attention getter. He was always talking about some big idea he had or organizing some big event. He never stopped. That left me with nothing to do and no one to listen to me. Which in turn meant Daniel and I butted heads on a lot of things, ranging from the way we looked to the way we led our lives. I know it'll come as a shock to you, but Daniel was always hassling me about my clothes.
I mean, I figured.
But anyways, I spent a good deal of my life fighting with him and just saying awful things to him. Yet no matter what happened, he kept forgiving me, even after we'd grown up. And I'd never figured out why.
It sounds like he was trying to get close to you.
I called him to try to get away from the big city and to get away from all the trouble I was having there. But all I did was unload all my problems on him.
You're supposed to be able to depend on your family, right?
I guess he was always trying to take care of me, and I resisted. I really didn't feel comfortable doing that. Just wanted to get away, you know?
Yeah, and now he got away and you're crying about that. So, the moral of the story, be appreciative of what you have because you can lose at any
He
time.
would always joke about trying to reach out to me, but I never took him seriously. I'd always find some way to ignore him.
Like I'm ignoring you right now because, Jesus, I just want you to shut up.
But if I'd ever thought something like this would have happened, things would have been a lot different.
Or maybe not.
Of course, now, I'll never be able to do that. He probably died thinking I didn't even care about it.
Yes, most likely.
Jesus, look at me. I'm telling you all sorts of crap you don't care about.
Let's look at this way. You got all your whining out of my way. That's a good thing.
I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate it. But I'm not a touchy-feely guy. I was in the army, for Christ's sakes. I don't sit around and watch daytime talk shows.
Yeah, I tried. Maybe you deserve to be miserable. Maybe it's your fault he's dead.
The only thing keeping me going is knowing that I can bring down the bastards responsible.
And good luck with that.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna have help.
Oh, what? Good luck finding someone, Frank. It's suicide to go up against people like that.
Listen, this needs to be kept quiet. But I've known you long enough that I think I can trust you. After you discovered the truth about Daniel's murder, I had a talk with Eric Larson. He told me that with what I know, I could shut down the mob family that was responsible for killing Daniel. But once the case against them gets underway, I'm going to need some protection from Vincent and his goons. So the reason I'm leaving Fairview is that the FIB is placing me in a witness relocation program. So you can understand why I didn't tell anyone.
I mean, I already heard it.
Disappear one day.
I already heard it because I listened to your voicemail, but yeah.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, bye. Okay, that's it. Thanks God. Jesus Christ. Took me forever. Oh. Yeah. Ciao, popsicle. Ciao, ciao. Inspection. Journal. Do I have the journal that I have to expect? Where's the journal? What journal? Use. I don't have a journal. Oh, journal. Now I inspected it. Open your inventory and view each of your 4 journal entries. Journal entry, journal. Okay. Important meeting. Stop by office. Oh, we're going to the Mr. Guy psychotherapist. Well, oh shit. Why am I going to Sally's house? No. Shopping center, please. Shopping center, please.
Oh, hey there. I'm surprised to see you here.
I trust it was a pleasant surprise.
Of course it was. It's always nice to see you. Unfortunately, I'm actually in the middle of investigating a new case right now. I didn't exactly find what I was looking for, so I'm more than likely gonna head back soon.
Okay, good luck.
One can only hope. You know, I should actually be on my way now. It's always nice talking to you, though.
Bye. Was he investigating my husband? Or was he doing the therapy session? Because, you know, he's a detective, but he probably has some problems.
Good afternoon.
Some trust issues. after investigating all the dirt on other people. I didn't catch you at a bad time, but some things came up and I wanted to talk to you.
We can talk for as long as you'd like, of course. As long as you know you're paying the full rate for our little talk. No freebies just because you don't have an official appointment.
Wow, sure.
Why don't you tell me what's troubling you?
Well, it's complicated, but involves two other men.
2 other men? I probably should have expected that. So, exactly which of these men is causing all the trouble?
Exactly. Eric told me that both he and Vincent used to know me before I even moved to Fairview.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
Well, hell if I know. Eric just kind of dropped it on me like a bomb. He even called me by a different name.
But what does this have to do with your husband? Do you think he's involved in some sort of vast conspiracy or something?
God, Arthur, you make me sound like a nutcase. And that's not what I'm paying for. You're supposed to help me. Besides, there's more to it.
Would you care to share them?
Vincent sent me a package not too long ago with the content of my husband's safe inside, the one he's been desperate to keep me from seeing.
In the past, you've voiced certain concerns about your husband. Exactly what was inside this package?
A sonogram, a journal, documents about amnesia, and a picture of a woman that I've never seen before, but who looks as hell, like me.
A very peculiar combination of items, especially for your husband to keep locked away from you. Do you feel that the contents of this package prove or disprove your suspicion?
Approve.
If I recall correctly, you mentioned that there are 3 men in your life, no?
More than that, but yeah, mainly 3. Do you remember how upset the entire neighborhood was over Danielle Fox's death?
That's not the kind of thing one can forget easily.
Okay, and so you did hear it from me, but you didn't hear it from me, but Vincent Corsetti has ties to the murder.
Well, that's quite an accusation.
I know. It's like I'm living in some twisted soap opera, Desperate Housewives, like.
It certainly sounds like you have a situation on your hands.
Yes, I do.
What are your intentions? What do you plan on doing?
I mean, I need the advice. That's why I came here, and I'm paying for it, but why are you asking me instead of giving the advice?
I can't tell you what to do. You have to figure that out for yourself. I only get paid to help people reach their own conclusions. But I will tell you this much. Sooner or later, you're going to find yourself in a position where you have to make a choice between these 3 men in your life.
Okay.
Make up your mind now before it's too late, or it will be made up for you.
Well, thanks so much. That's that. Prepare dinner, right? Okay, let's go home, guys. We're gonna go home, prepare dinner, and well, it sounds...
So, if you could keep me posted on how the case progresses, I'd be extremely grateful.
Sure, I guess I can. But why are you so interested in this specific case?
Come on. Do I really need a reason? I'd just like to stay informed.
Of course not, Mr. Corsetti. Everybody knows you're a stand-up guy.
All right, then. I'll be expecting to hear from you. And if you keep your promise, I just might be able to have a little talk with your chief. See if we can't bump you up from mall duty.
That'd be great. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with mall duty, but...
Hey, I understand. You're cut out for better things than this. That's all.
It's really funny that you say that, Vincent. Because I like people to get what they deserve, too.
Interrupt, eavesdrop.
Agent Larson. It's been a while. Surprised to see you doing so well these days.
What makes you say it that way, Vinny? Is there something I should know about?
There certainly is.
Mr. Corsetti?
Eavesdrop.
And by that, I mean, there are a lot of people in your position that would allow themselves to, how can I say this, become obsessed with one case when there are a number of others to solve. I wouldn't want you to fall into that trap.
Oh, that's awfully considerate of you, Mr. Corsetti.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate your concern. And feel free to keep that smug look on your face. But trust me, it won't be there for long.
And why's that?
Eavesdrop.
Trust me, when you're huddled in your 7x12 cell being ogled by your heavily tattooed and well-muscled cellmate, the last thing you'll be feeling is smug.
I mean, if he's heavy, tattooed, and well-muscled, what's wrong with that? I think it's a good mate.
And trust me, neither will you.
Me? Come on, Corsetti, why would I go to prison?
Well, I would think that stalking someone under the pretense of a federal investigation in an attempt to rekindle a failed relationship is considered a crime somewhere. Dereliction of duty, abuse of power, false representation. Take your pick.
Possibly. But if the testimony is coming from a known organized crime figure involved in a botched attempted murder, it might be somewhat tainted.
What the hell is he talking about?
Nothing, officer. Agent Larson has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. And this conversation is over.
See you around, Vincent. You can only run for so long.
Alright, so long, farewell,
Wow, that
adieu.
was strange. Why did he run off like that?
I know, right? Or whatever, I doubt these two would have anything interesting to say anyways.
Come on, they seem like nice enough guys. A little. Anyway, is there anything I can do for you?
Why don't you run off like a good little mall cop and mind your own business?
Listen, I am not a mall cop. I'm a police officer that happens to be on patrol at the mall. There's a big difference.
Sure. Alright, that's it, let's go home. Let's go home and cook a nice dinner for my hubby. Maybe it's the last day today when we are married. Maybe it's time to say goodbye. Maybe it's the grand finale. You never know. You never know. Life is awesome, I confess. What I do the best. Who's
Hi, honey.
calling
It's
me?
me.
Or what do you want? You'll have to be a little more specific than that. Are you bigger than a bread box? Are you my husband, my son, my dentist, or my lover?
That's cute. Really. So, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, that's funny because I have nothing to say to you.
Well, I wanted to give you the opportunity to explain yourself.
Explain myself?
Well, for starters, you've been acting awfully strange lately.
Well, me? You got some nerve.
Whoa, whoa. Listen, this isn't about me. It's about you. You're looking at my personal files, checking up on my office staff. It's as if suddenly you don't trust me or something.
That is easily the most idiotic thing
And
that
then
you...
it dawned on me. This wasn't a problem until you started spending time with that friend of yours. That man's always sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. On top of that, I don't trust him. He's up to something, and I think you know exactly who I'm talking about.
There's no way to talk about Vincent. There's no way to talk about yourself. There's no way to talk about Eric. Yeah, up to something. You're up to something, witch.
I wasn't talking about myself.
Oh, please, you're describing yourself to a T.
Do you really feel that way?
Yes.
I didn't know. Listen, if it's really that much of a problem, I can try to finish up and come home a little early tonight.
Okay.
We can sit down and talk over a nice family dinner. How does that sound?
It sounds good.
I should be home by 8:30.
Bye. Yeah, I'm not waiting for this shit. You know what I mean? Cook recipe. What should I do for the grand finale? Strawberry dessert. Grilled shrimp. I love me some shrimps. Yes. Yes, shrimps. Oh, hell yeah, shrimp. Oh, shit, we're getting some seafood for the grand finale. Yes, preheat oven 450. Forgot to preheat it. Jesus Christ. Perfect. Saint perfect. Here we go, here we go. Cook on low heat, stir gently. Well, I'll be gentle. Rub that glitter and grease around. Rub that glitter and grease around. Rub that glitter and grease around. Grease around. Rub that glitter and grease around. Rub that glitter and grease around. Yes, yes. Baked shrimp with sauce in oven. Oh, shrimpus. I love me some shrimpus. Anyways, perfect. A+. The grand finale dinner is A+. Let's serve it. Strangely enough, you're going to have an unexpected guest over for a dinner at 8:30 for what appears to be much needed talk. Make certain to prepare a nice dinner before he arrives. I just did prepare it, but alright, I think I'm gonna go and do shower thing because I wanna look cute for all my boys and girls and whoever else is coming. Let's go just downstairs. Probably should talk to my sunny son. Hi son, let's talk. No, you know what? We're gonna be secrets. No. Socialize. Chat, just chat. Yeah. I'm upgrading my social need and we have 3 hours left before the grand dinner. So let's see how long we're doing this episode for. Already 1 hour. Well, guys, we'll see how it goes. I kind of want to finish. I think we only have like 30 minutes left or something about that. I don't know how long is the last episode, but I'm just talking to my hubby. Should I take shit? Hey, I wanted to wash my hands. I got something. Wait, what? Don't forget to do what? You're expecting dinner guests. Oh, I have to prepare another meal? Oh my god, okay. Okay. Shrimbus, okay, it's gonna be strawberry dessert. Cause why not? $3.50, let's go. Here you go. Perfect. Hella perfect. Here we go again. Absolutely amazing. Remove crust when lightly browned, okay. Hell yeah, it's ready. A-, it's alright. Oh, we can do that. Oh, somebody's calling. Is this Vincent?
Hey, I'm home. Just in time for dinner, right?
Yeah.
You've really outdone yourself with this meal, honey.
If you're trying to soften me up for something, it's not working.
Well, it's very good. And I wanted to let you know I appreciate it. I don't want you to think I take you for granted.
I don't know what my son just did, but okay.
So, hey, since you guys are busy actually getting along for once, I'm gonna head out with some friends for a bit. Don't let me interrupt the flow, though.
Okay, bye.
Okay, see ya.
Don't you think you should get some details from him first, Otis?
Why would I have a problem with it? He's a good kid. He knows not to stay out too late.
Right. Thanks, Dad. Catch you guys later.
Okay, bye.
The sooner he leaves, the sooner we can talk. I don't know how you got a hold of my safe, but I feel like you deserve an explanation. The woman in the photograph was a former patient of mine, and the journal was what I used to track her progress. She was also suffering memory loss, and that's why you found the documents on amnesia in there as well. She died under my care, and I promised to never let myself forget that.
That's a reasonable story if you're telling the truth.
And the sonogram was from when you were pregnant with our son. I couldn't bring myself to get rid of it. I guess I'm an old softy. You know me. I can be pretty emotionally over-controlled. So I'm sorry I freaked out when you went through my safe. Not that I don't have a right to be angry.
Well, defensive is one word to describe it, obnoxious is another.
I still believe I was correct in trying to keep you away from Vincent and Eric, though. I don't trust either of those guys one bit.
And I don't trust you.
Did you know he had the nerve to come into my office the other day asking about you?
Well, I'm sure it was for a good reason.
No, it was no coincidence. He was specifically asking about you.
He probably had a good reason to keep you in the dark.
And as for Vincent Corsetti, don't even get me started. When Eric came into the office, he pretty much said the man has friends in low places, that he's a high-ranking member of the mob. I couldn't believe it, but who am I to question an FIB agent? Tell me, is this the kind of person you want to be friends with?
There was always...
At any given moment, you could say the wrong thing to him and get yourself whacked.
I mean, it's kind of appealing.
I hope that clears everything up for you.
I think I'm more confused than ever. Eric is coming. What do you want, Eric? What do you want, Eric?
You should probably answer that. I'll clean up here.
Okay. What, okay. I'll just go with Eric. Oh. I cannot even control or do anything. She's doing it by herself.
Excellent, I'm glad you're home.
Well,
I tried to get through to you earlier, but your phone was busy.
I really wish I could talk, but right now it's not exactly the best time.
I'm sorry for coming over at a bad time, but what I have to tell you can't wait.
Oh, now he comes here. What do you want, Otis?
Hey, I didn't know what you wanted me to do with the leftover. Oh, it's you. What do you want?
I just stopped by to say hello to an old friend of mine. I assume you don't have a problem with that.
I'm on to you, Mr. Larson. Are you trying to turn my own family against me?
What are you talking about?
Eric, couldn't you drop the cloak and dagger stuff and leave a message on my answering machine like a normal person?
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll get in touch with you another time. Good night.
Good riddance.
So tell me, What was he really doing here?
What is it to you?
A few minutes ago, I opened myself up to you, and you're already keeping secrets from me. This is unbelievable. What's with you?
You know what? I don't like any men. I just want to stay alone
In
for
any
Christ's sake.
relationship, conflict is inevitable. Whether it be the simple act of more than one person wanting the same thing, or more complicated needs among friends and neighbors.
Why would she do that to Edie?
Conflict surrounds us all. But when it comes to the severity of consequences, the battles between a husband and a wife leave them all behind.
Yeah, guys, this is so weird. I don't know. I don't trust no man. Eric, Vincent, my husband, all of them fucked up.
Over the years, I've learned the hard way that there are no simple choices in life. Since my departure, things seem to have gotten even more complicated for my friends on Wisteria Lane.
Here we go,
as
girl.
well as my newest neighbor. Indeed, making a choice between the status quo, the chance to live on the edge, or to rekindle a long-lost passion is a difficult and complicated affair. But sometimes, we find ourselves with no other option than to make a choice, and we can find the very decision liberating in and of itself.
Wait, what?
Look who's here. So glad you could finally join us. I'd offer you a seat, but Eric and your husband took the last 2 chairs.
What's going on here?
Not much. I was just strolling through the neighborhood. Ran into these 2. I figured the 4 of us could have a nice little chat.
Oh, is that why you didn't gag them as well? You wanted to talk?
Hey, it's just like I said. I was right outside your house when I ran into my old friend here.
We're not friends, Corsetti.
We ran into each other and caught up on old times. You see, he's been watching me. But what he didn't know is that I've been watching him too. Today was supposed to be the big revelation, wasn't it, Eric? It still is, but not quite in the way you were hoping.
Why don't we start by revealing what made Vincent Corsetti lose his mind?
I think you're onto something there.
No, this is about them, not me. There are people who want you to think of me as a bad guy, someone who shouldn't be trusted under any circumstances. But they're wrong. Dead wrong. Tonight, you're gonna find out who the men in this room really are. And by the end of the evening, you're going to make a choice. You're gonna pick the man you want to spend the rest of your life with. Of course, if you decide that you want me sooner than that, I'll understand. Why don't you start out by asking a couple of questions? See what everyone here has to tell you. In case you're tempted to try anything funny, I've cut your phone line and disabled your computer. And don't be stupid and try to run off. I've got eyes in the back of my head. I've got a guy just outside keeping a close watch on the place. No one's getting in or out unless I say so.
Come on, Vincent. What could they possibly have to tell me that I don't already know?
Trust me, there's a lot you don't know about the men sitting in this room. Ask them whatever you want.
We have
Given the circumstances, it's in their best interest to answer honestly.
Oh my god, am I picking my future husband? Is it like Bachelorette? Eric, what would you do to me if we walked out of this house together? What would our life be like together? Vinny, let's say I choose to be with you over these other 2 guys, what would our life be like? Otis, what kind of life should I expect if I choose to stay with you? I'll start with Vincent.
That's a good question. I see you haven't lost all your smarts. You'll live a life of luxury. I'll see to it that you can have everything you've ever wanted. You'll never have to cook another meal or clean a house ever again.
Lots of money and more mindless housework. And no more mindless housework. I like the sound of that. Eric, same question. Yeah.
Well, you could expect me to make an honest living. Provide you with everything you need and some of the things you want. I'd be home every night in time for family dinner, and I'd treat you like you deserve to be treated. With respect. On a federal agent's salary, I wouldn't be able to hire anyone to take care of the housekeeping. But on the other hand, I can guarantee you I'll never hire anyone to take care of you, like Corsetti did once upon a time.
I'm not that old, you know. I can take care of myself. Thank you very much.
Don't pay any attention to him. He'll say whatever he thinks he needs to in order to save his sorry hide.
Vinny's the one you shouldn't listen to, Mary. He doesn't want you to remember what he did to you, because if you did, you wouldn't have anything to do with him.
All right, that's enough out of you, Larson. Zip it.
No. I've heard more than enough from you for now. I wanted to hear what he had to say.
It was nothing important, trust me.
Okay, same question to my husband. What kind of life I should expect if I choose you?
One thing's for certain, things need to be different. I'll do whatever you want, marriage counseling, a family therapist, whatever it takes. I just don't want to lose you. I can't live without you.
Well, you know something? I can swear I heard you say those same exact things before. You'll have to forgive me if I don't believe you. Okay, so far I like what I'm hearing, but I'm looking for more specifics.
It sounds like you've gotten some interesting information from everyone in the room. What's your next question?
Alright, boys. Vincent, after all I said and done, if I were to pick you tonight, where would you take me and what would we do together?
I would take you to a little out-of-the-way French restaurant I know of that makes the best creme brulee you'll ever have. After that, we'll head back to my estate, open a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, and let things progress naturally.
So say Cabernet Sauvignon? Let me get it straight. Your plan for the evening is to fill me up with dessert, get me intoxicated, and see what happens. Sounds like fun. Okay. Eric, what you have to say?
I'd take you down to the local police precinct and have you give a written statement about everything that happened tonight. Why do you ask?
Like, that's not fun at all. I'm sorry. I was asking to get a better idea of what I should expect from you in terms of relationship, you know what I mean? Anyways, Otis, your turn.
There's an if? I'm your husband. Love, honor, and obey. Did you forget that little part?
Just shut up.
Actually, there's a lot to consider, whether she knows it or not.
You know, Vincent, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm merely complying with the demands of a gun-toting madman. With everything I've heard tonight, I'm kind of wondering how much of it was the truth, which begs the question...
You've got a lot to consider right now, so I'd say we're just about finished. Do you have any final questions for us?
Yes, Vincent, is there something dishonest you did in the past and you want me to tell?
Me? Come on. What could I possibly know that's worth lying to you about?
Vinny, I was just wondering if there was anything you wanted to come clean about. If there isn't, then forget I even asked.
You know, this is exactly what Larson wants, right? I knew you'd fall into his trap. He'll do whatever it takes to get you on his side, so that he can arrest me on whatever trumped-up charges he comes up with.
Well, considering what's going on right now, I don't think he'd need to make up any charges.
All right, I'll admit this isn't exactly the ideal situation, but I need you to hear everything before you make a decision. Larson has a whole story concocted that explains everything he wants you to believe. He says that I know you, that he knows you, and that I killed you. Which of course means that I should go to jail, right? Really convenient how that all works out for him, isn't it? He gets the girl and the collar. It's almost too good to be true, isn't it, Larson?
It is, but sometimes the most unbelievable stories turn out to be the truth. Eric, same question.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I've told you the truth from day one. Hell, I always tell the truth. It's probably my greatest flaw.
Why your lips are not moving? That's my grand question.
The only thing I waited for was the right time to tell you the truth about Vincent, about your past, about everything. And that's also the reason why you saw me leaving the medical office.
Oh, so that's why you were short with me.
I was investigating a hunch. One that explains everything that you can't.
What hunch?
For the past 20 years or so, you've had an acute case of retrograde amnesia. You knew something was wrong, but since your husband was kind enough to fill in all the fabricated details, you were blissfully unaware of that fact.
Come on, Larson. This is the real world, not some soap opera. Next thing you'll be telling us is that she has an evil twin. You'll have to do a lot better than that if you want to get out of here in one piece.
That's the first sane thing you've said tonight, Vincent. There's no way she has amnesia. It's not medically possible. Don't lie to the woman, Eric.
Of course, neither of these guys are gonna let you believe it, since you discovering the truth isn't exactly in their best interests.
That's enough out of you. If you can't answer the questions honestly, then just keep your mouth shut.
Well, I don't even want to ask my husband, but okay.
No, I've come clean with you about everything. As much as Vincent doesn't want to hear it, there's nothing left to say. However, I will say that Eric over there isn't the saint he makes himself out to be. A little while ago, he barged into my office looking for God knows what. Now, I won't jump to conclusions, even though it seems everyone else here is doing just that. But I will say that he spent a lot of time asking questions about you, as opposed to questions about an actual case, which doesn't seem like fitting behavior for a distinguished federal agent.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but I don't think I can believe you. Well, give us a break, Vincent. Haven't we been doing this long enough? Are we done yet? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll have to do. So now's the big decision. Now that you've heard everything, who do you want to spend the rest of your life with?
It's not exactly the kind of decision I can make after asking only 3 questions.
Sweetie, you really should learn how to make up your mind. I don't have all day. And what's more, hey, quit your squirming. All right, I've got something I need you to do. Go over there and tighten their ropes. I don't want anyone leaving our little soiree before you have a chance to make your decision.
Ugh, fine. I'll tie them ropes. Tie them ropes. Psst. What? What?
I don't know what Vincent thinks he's doing here, but I promise you one thing. We're gonna make it out of here alive, together. I'll make sure he spends the rest of his unnatural life behind bars. He took my gun, but I have another one hidden in my sock. Loosen my ropes up a bit, and I'll see about getting us out of here.
I'm not sure I want to do that.
If you don't do exactly what I tell you, Corsetti might kill us all.
I know for a fact that it doesn't take that long to tie a knot. Hurry it up over there.
You know, do whatever you want, but leave me out of this. I don't want to be with any of those men. Guys, this is so completely messed up. All the men are lying. Like Jesus. Mother Nature's dying. Nobody's keeping score. I don't want to live in a man's world anymore. What's up with you? I hate you at all. Like, out of all of them, I hate you the most. No, what do you want?
Keep your voice down. You don't want him to hear you.
Shut the hell up.
When we were being tied up, I saw that your friend Eric had a gun hidden near his ankle. He's our best shot at getting out of this alive. Why don't you go over there and loosen his ropes?
Don't tell me what to do.
Cut it out. This is no time to get snippy. Okay, listen to me. Vincent's losing it. Do whatever you can to keep him from going completely insane. He seems to think he has a shot with you. Use that in your favor if things get hairy.
Don't worry, honey. I was planning on doing that already. Thanks for the advice, though.
Hey, I sent you over there to tighten their ropes, not chat.
Should I talk to my baby Jacob?
Mom, what's going on here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, you sure know how to pick a winner, don't you, Mom?
How was I supposed to know? I mean, okay, let's talk to Vincent.
Good. You're finished. Now let's just check your work. Why don't you head over there and double-check your mother's handiwork?
Actually, it's kinda loose.
Why would you say that, idiot?
Oh, really? I wonder how that happened.
If you're insinuating that I had something to do with this, you're absolutely wrong.
I'm not an idiot. It's my fault for trusting you so quickly. Doesn't matter. I've got something else for you to do anyway.
You know, I'm not playing your little games no more.
We've been playing too many games. I'll admit, I had my fun with all of you tonight, but now it's time for you to make a decision. Take this gun and use it to rid yourself of the men sitting in the... And I mean this literally. Fire away.
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped some lines, but what he's trying to say is for me to kill who I don't like.
Whoa, hey, hold on.
Wait a minute. At the very least, I think we all deserve the opportunity to plead our cases.
He's right. It's not fair. You can't pass judgment on another person without letting them have a final word.
What's the matter? Afraid she's gonna shoot you?
Let's hear it. You're first. What do you have to say for yourself?
So you know that whole thing that Eric told you about me a few minutes ago?
You mean the part where he said that you spent our entire marriage lying to me?
Well, I want to come clean with you about that.
Oh.
I know I told you that he was lying, and that what he was saying made no sense whatsoever, but that's not entirely true.
What's the truth then? Because enough of crap. Just tell me what's happening.
The truth is this. We haven't been married for as long as I've told you. In fact, we aren't even technically married. I found you at a difficult time in my life. Right after the death of my wife, I'd put all my time and energy into saving her life, and I couldn't. She's the one I was referring to in my journal entries. After she died, I quit work and spent my days and nights at our beach house. The walks I took on the beach late at night were the only thing that really helped me get my head together. The only times I didn't feel despair. And one of those nights I found you. You were just lying there, unconscious. You had been badly pounded by the rocks and waves. But it also looked as though you'd been in an accident of some kind.
What kind of
It was
accident?
obvious that when you first gained consciousness, you didn't know who I was or who you were. I had never seen a case of retrograde amnesia before. I didn't even think it was possible. The more I read up on the condition, the more I realized how traumatic it would be to tell you the truth. You had no memories of your past life, so I decided to fabricate a story. The jogging accident story. You bumped your head while out jogging.
So, let me get this straight. You spent the last 20 years lying to me about our entire life together, and to think I put up with all of your inadequacies for so long.
I know it's hard to believe, but things just sort of snowballed from there. We had a son, a house, you had a loving husband with a successful career. We were a family living the American dream. Why spoil it?
Really?
I've been keeping that secret for what seems like forever, but I'm glad it's out in the open now. If you don't want to be with me, I completely understand. But don't let this madman turn you into a monster.
You said more than enough, thank you. Eric, your turn.
I'm not going to defend myself in front of that scumbag. But if you really think I should, here it goes. I never lied to you, not for a moment. And I don't need a gun pointed at my head to tell you that. Unlike someone else in this room, I didn't pay someone to kill you. And I would never place you in this kind of situation where you're forced to kill someone close to you. It's just sick. There's really nothing else to say. I love you. I always have.
Oh, he loves me. Bit. Oh, my husband didn't tell me that he loved me, but Eric, oh, he's so sweet. He like Prince. Alright, how very... Well, that was interesting.
You have a chance here. No one has to die. We can all walk out of here, and the only one who's going to pay is a low-rent mafia middleman who started this whole situation anyway.
Well, okay, let's listen to Vincent.
What do I have to say for myself? Not too much, really. You, on the other hand, have all of your options laid out right in front of you. All you have to do is make a decision. Look around you. Who would you be better off never seeing again? The Weasley investigator, the deceitful spouse, or the charming and incredibly handsome out-of-towner? Hey, I don't need you to spare me. I'm just giving you the opportunity to prove to me that you're ready to ditch this mundane housewife lifestyle and live a life of excitement and grandeur.
That's so generous of you, Vinny.
You're just gonna have to trust me. Now go on already. Pick someone. I know you'll make the right choice.
Well, you all made compelling cases. And I made my decision. I know what I'm going to do now.
I guess this is as good a time as any to tell you. That gun isn't loaded.
Best of... Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Fucking... Oh, this is... Oh... Such a shame! That was so bad. Oh my gosh, I wanted to shoot Vincent, but it was not loaded. What the
That's
hell?
unfortunate. She'd have been doing us all a favor.
Whoa, Mom! You almost blew away a mobster.
Almost is right. Vincent here was leading us on the whole time. You just wanted to watch us squirm, didn't you?
Yeah, imagine that. A stand-up guy like Vincent Corsetti deceiving someone.
It was a test. I needed to see what she was capable of. And now that we've seen just what our friend, wife, and mother is capable of, let's hear what she has to say for herself.
Well, I knew that gun wasn't loaded.
All right. You got me there. You don't get this far in life by doing idiotic things like that.
Oh, really? What kind of idiotic things haven't you done besides taking hostages, of course?
It sounds like you still need some convincing, because it doesn't seem to me like you understand the severity of this situation.
Do you understand it?
I don't think you realize what's gonna happen to these losers if you don't make the right choice today. The gun wasn't loaded this time, but the next time it will be.
Are you threatening me and my fam?
I think she gets it just fine, Corsetti. You're a dangerous, hardened criminal with a soft spot for the one that got away. You're delusional, Corsetti. She wasn't the one that got away. I think it's safe to say you drove her away. The day you sent her car careening off that cliff.
That's enough, Lawson. I'm warning you.
Did it really take you 20 years to make up your mind? It didn't take Mary nearly as long. She knows she doesn't want the likes of you destroying her life or corrupting her son.
You shut your goddamn trap. I've had enough of your stupid little remarks, Boy Scout. You think you're funny, do you? We'll see who's laughing when I walk out of here alive and they're picking pieces of your brain out of the basement wall.
Oh, do whatever you want, Vincent, but don't make a mess on my nice rug. I just had it cleaned.
This seems like a good time for me to go to my room. Don't you think? You are having an adult conversation after all.
Yeah, I think you can go.
No, you're staying right here. I want you to see this. Adversity builds character and all that jazz.
Whatever.
Sometimes you do what you have to so that things turn out the way you want. It's all part of being an adult. You should ask your mother about that.
Oh, get it. Eric's hinting that I should do what I have to in order to make sure the people that I care about don't get hurt.
Hey, just what do the two of you think you're up to? I am not the kind of man you want to conspire against.
Vinny, you're so tense. Look at what all of this is doing to you.
What? Where are you going with this?
I'm heading upstairs to my bedroom. I was hoping you'd follow me.
What did you just say?
You don't have to say that twice. I'm right behind you.
Mom, can I talk to you for a minute? Alone?
Fine, but make it quick. I have some important business to attend to. Listen, I know that looks bad, but I know what I'm doing.
You know, Mom, bad doesn't even begin to describe it. You're about to bang a mob boss with Dad tied up in the living room. I may be a clueless teenager, but even I know something is really wrong with the situation. Promise me you won't do anything with that scumbag.
Listen closely. I'm only going to tell you this once. I'm not really going to go upstairs with Vincent. The person I really want to be with is Eric.
Oh, okay. I guess with everything you found out about Dad, he's a smart choice. I mean, he seems normal.
Well, at least he's honest.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do about Mr. Corsetti? He's gonna be pissed when he finds out you didn't pick him. Really pissed.
Don't worry about that. That's his problem. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go upstairs with him, stall for a bit, and then at the last minute, I'll take his gun.
Okay. And why are you telling me this?
While I'm upstairs, you're going to untie Eric and your father.
Oh, I get it. This is what Eric meant when he was doing all of that getting what you want stuff, isn't it?
Exactly. Just stick to the plan and everything should turn out alright.
So you're choosing Eric?
Yes.
Are you sure about... Alright. I sure hope you know what you're doing.
Bye. What's gonna happen? Oh! I mean, he has money and power and glory, but boy, he's too rude. And it looks like he's lying. Let's talk to him.
So what's the holdup?
Calm down, Vincent. I'm a firm believer that good things take time. You'll just have to wait a little bit more.
Oh, you were always such a tease, you know that?
Yeah, I know. Chair, dresser, a gun.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Do what I say, keep your mouth shut, and we won't have any problems. Or, I think it's pretty obvious what I'm doing, Vincent. I'm taking control of the situation.
All right, that's enough playing around. Give me the gun back.
No, I
Now.
think I'll think of keeping it for a while.
I don't know what you're up to, but stop it and give me my gun back.
We're going to walk downstairs now and straighten things out after you.
Hey, take it easy. Don't point that thing at me, Mary.
You're in no position to talk, Vinny. Now get a move. Oh, I have not got all day.
Back so soon?
Yeah, what's the matter? Did Vincent get stage fright or something?
No, but I did manage to snag his gun before I came back downstairs, just as I planned.
Sounds awfully convenient.
It's true, Dad. It was all part of her plan to trick Mr. Corsetti into letting his guard down.
You should have told us what you were doing. I was going crazy down here thinking about what that vermin was doing to you.
Take this. It's Vincent's gun. I don't think he'll be needing it anytime soon.
It's good to see you finally came to your senses. Although you had me worried for a while. Our friend Mr. Corsetti had a serious lapse in judgment. And now, he's gonna pay for it.
Let's be honest. He wasn't thinking straight from the moment he got here.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but it isn't gonna work.
Funny, it looks like it's working right now.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
I've heard this line too many times lately. It really doesn't faze me anymore.
This is certainly an interesting turn of events, don't you think, Vincent? After all these years of making sure all your tracks were covered, it was trying to grab a hold of your past that was your undoing.
I knew I never should have trusted that bitch.
Ah, come on. Turnabout is fair play. Now why don't you sit down while I call some colleagues over at the Bureau? I've heard they picked out a real nice place for you to spend 2 consecutive life sentences.
My lawyers will have me out in no time. I've beaten worse raps than this. And as for you, we were all better off when we thought you were dead.
I said have a seat. The 2 of you probably have a lot to talk about, but you're free. Come over here and tie up Fairview's newest convicted felon.
I don't know. I'm not that good at tying knots.
That's okay. Corsetti's not gonna squirm out of this one.
Thank God that's over. Now we can finally get back to living our lives.
Eric, I can go back to my old life. The whole thing was a lie. Is it possible that you might still be interested in me?
You want to run that by me again?
What? Does she have to spell it out for you? She's saying that she'd rather be with you than go back to living with this whack job doctor.
What are you doing? We have a life together. So I told a little lie. Who did it really hurt? Look at our lives together. Our house, our son, we're a family. You can't walk away from that.
Actually, I can.
This is all your fault, Larson. If you hadn't been nosing around using my wife as a way to catch this crook, none of this would have ever happened.
It's not his fault, Otis. He's never been anything but honest to me. As for you, our entire marriage was based on lies.
That's enough out of you. I'm talking to him. You ruined my life. Do you know that?
All right, calm down. Drop the gun and don't come any further.
Well, this evening is turning out to be a night full of surprises.
If this comes out, I can't go back to a normal life. I'd have to shut down my practice, move to another town. Everything would change.
I mean it. Hold it right there.
And it's all your fault!
When faced with tough decisions, one is often forced to make sacrifices. Some of us choose to sacrifice stability.
Thanks God
Some
it
of us
was
choose to
husband.
forgo excitement and lavish riches.
Yes, Eric!
While others choose to rekindle relationships from years past in a hope of recapturing the happiness that has eluded them for so long. For even though our choices may never be perfect,
They look so much better now.
with time, effort, and the support of those closest to us, we somehow find a way to reach for the brass ring and find happiness nonetheless.
That's it! I'm sorry, nope. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the music anyways. Well, guys, this is it. Desperate Housewives, the game. Oh, I think I did a good, the right choice, picking Eric, because he's the only one who always tells the truth, and I think the truth is the most important thing in life, because if it's based on lies, it's always gonna be effed up. I really did enjoy the game. It's really like watching another TV Desperate Housewives season. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know who would you pick. Yeah, don't forget to drop a like. And I'll see y'all in the next journey. Bye.